it's worth it if it's not rush hour time and the whole class is actually way emptier than the regular one. But during rush hour time like now, both of the classes were very busy, then I think it's not worth the upgrade. Okay, and here we are now in Deira, Dubai, which is basically the old town of Dubai. This is the area where the whole city started in the early 1800s. The area around here back then used to be just a small fishing village, and then the whole city of Dubai basically evolved around that. So this is the area we are going to explore. Oh yeah, this area is very different compared to the fancy modern area, which we basically saw a few minutes ago. We were driving through there with the bus with all the skyscrapers, the fancy places, and I think it's going to be a very big difference to explore this area now, which from what I've heard is also an area where many of the foreign workers who are all over Dubai are living. So you don't really see a lot of locals around here, which is a very rare thing to see in Dubai anywhere. About 90% of all the people living in Dubai are actually foreign expats. So only about 10% of the population is actually a local, which is crazy to think about that. We have a lechon house here. Filipino lechon. Manok Bakar Bangus. I noticed it already the last time when I was in Dubai. Many of the workers here are from the Philippines. You see many Filipinos here, and therefore I think also lots of Filipino food places. So in case you don't know, this is actually my second time in Dubai. I was in Dubai already, and I posted a video from Dubai earlier this year, and that video is actually my most viewed video in 2025, with over 1 million views already. But in that video, we explored, the touristy side of Dubai, the fancy areas, the well-known ones. Not this area, so this is going to be a very different experience now. And yet the wealth of Dubai, which you could clearly see earlier when we were at the city center, comes of course from the oil, which has been discovered in this area in the 1960s. And whenever you see a video about Dubai or you hear about Dubai on social media, you always see the posh areas, the nice areas. And I think we can already see a big difference to those areas just by having a look around here now. One of my favorite things about Dubai is it's very safe here. Same as Abu Dhabi, where we're just coming from. The crime rates here are super low. So even an area like this, which, how to call that, like not the richest and fanciest area of the town, but even here I have
Daniel, how are you, Daniel?
Walking around on my own, sunset.
Shout to my friend Daniel.
That is one of the things I really like the most about Dubai.
How are you, Daniel?
The goal is actually now to find my hotel, which is also located in this area. It's not far from here, should be like 6-7 minutes to walk. Okay, and look what we are having here, a night market. That looks actually quite nice and also very lively. Many people in there. Let's have a look at it, see what we can buy here. So I think it is a mix of stalls where you can buy clothing and different items. But I think we also have food here. Many food options. I feel like I'm in the Philippines. We have Inasal, Harisa, Iha Iha, Kamayan Grills. They have a place over there selling seasick. Halo, beef tapao. Wow, all these dishes I know from the Philippines. Wow. Maybe this is like the Filipino night market of Deira, Dubai. Also we have billiard tables here. Also something. Hello. Are you from the Philippines? Yeah? Oh, I think so. I'm the guy from TikTok. Hello. I see so many places here selling Filipino food, right? Yeah. So many Filipino people in this area? Yeah, a lot. Yeah, a lot? Especially areas with Filipino people. There's a lot of people. This is every day here? Yeah. Okay, cool. Okay, well, enjoy your billiard. Yeah. Bye-bye. So yeah, like I said before, lots of Filipinos in Dubai, so probably many of them in this area. And I'm not sure, I think Kabayan is actually also a Filipino word. So Kabayan night market. You know what? I'm actually hungry. I'm curious to try Filipino food right now. Let's try Filipino food in Dubai. Chicken inasal. Hello. Are you from the Philippines? Can I have chicken inasal? One. Is it with rice on the side? With rice? Okay, one place. One chicken inasal, please. I think that's bibingka here. Can I also have one bibingka? Bibingka is only small, right? Not so small. Not so small? Okay. 30 already? Okay. Do I have to pick it up or do you serve it? Pick it up, okay. Okay, I have a look around and I come back. Okay, thank you. Okay, so chicken inasal, actually one of my favorite dishes in the Philippines. But while I'm waiting, I can organize a drink. What are you selling? How much is it? Okay, can I get one? So yeah, karak tea is a very right? Everyone likes to drink it. What is What's this? How much is this? Ah, five kilo. Okay. It's a milk tea, right? Milk tea, okay. And it's usually very sweet. Not too sweet.
Nothing
You don't put
less.
much sugar inside? Okay, thank you so much. No problem, no problem. Alright, so while I'm waiting for my food, I got a hot karak tea here. The karak tea is very, very popular in this area. You find it in every country around here, everywhere. It's on the streets, in restaurants, in markets. So I would say what are experience of the most popular tea in the Arab world. Let's give it a try. Yeah, it's a very milky tea. If you've been to Southeast Asia, it's comparable to Thai milk tea or teh tarik in Malaysia, but then there's an additional unique Arabic flavor to it. I don't know how to describe it, but a unique flavor addition compared to the other milk teas in Southeast Asia, for example. Very delicious though. Okay, I think my meal is ready. Okay, that looks very good. Thank you very much. So much. Here we go. Oh, that smells fantastic already. Yeah, if you have never been to the Philippines, you probably don't know this dish, chicken inasal. And if you do travel to the Philippines, then I highly recommend you give this dish a try. It comes with a rice on the side. I think we have some garlic on here, and different types of sauces as well. Not sure what they are. I think this is probably like a soy sauce or vinegar. Vinegar sauce is also popular in the Philippines. It could also be vinegar. And then you get this little calamansi on the side, which you can just squeeze over, just like that. And I'm just wondering, I probably need some utensils. Here we go. We have fork here and spoon. Okay, now I'm actually very, very excited to try this. I was in the Philippines earlier this year with my girlfriend. Maybe you remember the videos. But I was there for 2 weeks only with her, about 2 weeks, and I haven't tried chicken in asal there for some reason with her. So the last time I ate this was probably like 1.5, 2 years ago. So I'm very excited now. Oh, the skin here is so crispy. So we have the burnt skin on the outside here, very crispy. And then we have a typical chicken in asal flavor. Hard to describe, but it tastes like a very nice barbecue chicken. And then the rice, which I think it is garlic rice, very popular in the Philippines. Oh yes, this reminds me so much of the Philippines. And yeah, that's one of the things I like about Dubai. It's such an international food. When you're craving Filipino food, you can have it. When you're craving Chinese food, you can have it. If you're craving Arabic food, Indian food, everything is available here because the place is so international. Okay, and here is my dessert, the Inca, which is a Filipino coconut cake. I think you can call it like that. I'm actually surprised because it's the first time I see this with cheese on top. I guess this is cheese. So I guess I need another fork to eat it. Oh, I'm surprised. If you're from the Philippines, let me know if you actually like to eat it with cheese on top as well. Because I tried the Inca several times in the Philippines, but I never saw it with cheese on top. But yeah, this is what I like. The coconut dough down there. Yeah, this is still warm, so they just made it fresh actually. Wow, this is so good, especially when it's warm. I'm not sure though if I really like the cheese on top. I think I would prefer it without it. Oh wow, very doughy, slight coconut taste to it. Very nice. Okay, before I'm leaving this market, I want to give a shout out to one woman who was very kind to me and gifted me a bottle of water. So while I was waiting for my food, I had a walk around without the camera, and then I just asked her if she knows where I can buy a bottle of water, and then she just gifted me one for free. Where is she? Oh, she's not here anymore. Ah, there you are. I just want to give you a shout out for being so kind. What is your shop? You have a name here or something? No name. No name here. Kabayan Night Market. And we are in Ira, Dubai. Kabayan Night Market. You're selling a t-shirt and pants here, right? Where are they coming from? Are they from Turkey? Ah, not that far then. Okay. Actually, I have to say they look nice. But obviously, like it's not original here. The Boss one. Very good. Let's say it's very good, right? Let me see. Oh yeah, it actually feels like a decent, thick quality. But yeah, I'm traveling with only one backpack, which is full already. So I have no business for you, unfortunately. But thank you very much for your kindness for gifting me water. So if you happen to be in the area, you're looking for a nice shop, what is your name? Nancy. Okay, nice to meet you. Have a good evening. And, good luck with the business today. Bye-bye. Okay, so that was a good experience here on the
Nick,
night
that's
market.
good to that.
mal this song. Oh, I just ate already. I'm full already. What was the name of the song again? That was a very popular song when I was like 7, 8 years old. I can't remember the name of the song. But I'm sure many of you know the song as well. It was very popular, I think, at the end of the 90s, around that time. Anyway, it's dark already by now. We have now 6:30 evening time. And yeah, my hotel should be around the corner. So let me handle the check-in. And then we're going to explore more of this area. This area is quite large actually. And yeah, I want to have a look around, show you around, get more impressions here, maybe meet more people, speak to the people that live here. But first, let me check into my hotel. Okay, I made it to my hotel. I'm staying at the Hilton Garden Inn here in Deira, Dubai. Yeah, just to show you quickly, this is a room, $150 a night. And I think the main selling point of this hotel is that it's very close to the airport actually. So, see you tomorrow. Okay, and it is the next day now. Yeah, I actually just wanted to start the video by saying that we are going to explore more of the local area here now, but then I thought, local area doesn't really fit in this case because they are not really locals from the UAE living here. But what I meant was, like, yeah, how to call this area then? It's not a local area, but it's also not a tourist area. I think since I arrived here yesterday evening, I haven't seen a single, really proper tourist. Everyone in this area is a foreigner, but not a tourist. You know what I mean? Cars are stopping here, that is nice. So yeah, what I wanted to say, or what I mean is, let's explore this area here, which is clearly not a tourist area. Right? But yeah, I'm actually also not sure how people will react to a tourist walking around here with a camera. Okay, yeah, and as soon as you leave the main roads, you're pretty much immediately inside a residential neighborhood, looking like this. So these are just regular apartment buildings all around here. So this is the side of Dubai that you never see on social media. Not as fancy and posh as the other side of Dubai, but I can say I'm actually quite impressed how it looks around here. It's very clean, there's no trash or anything around. The apartment buildings here are looking actually quite decent. Like all the apartments here have a balcony outside. The balcony actually is quite large as well. And you also can see homeless people around here, or even worse, drug addicts, like it's the case in many cities in my own country, Germany, unfortunately, currently. And what I also noticed here, and that's actually quite impressive as well, it is so multicultural here. When you walk around here, you hear languages from so many different countries. And I walked around here for like 10 minutes now, and I literally saw restaurants from all over the world. African restaurants, Filipino restaurants, Indian, Pakistan, Thai restaurants, American steakhouse and burger places. You can literally find food from all over the world just in this neighborhood in which I'm in currently. All these buildings here, all residential, regular apartment buildings. So yeah, I wouldn't call this a local neighborhood because I don't think that many people from the UAE actually live here. But I think you know what I mean. Right? This is an area where probably many of the foreign workers are living, expats as well. And yeah, as I said before as well, it's not an area where you see a tourist walking around. It's definitely a different side of it. And yeah, it really seems like everyone here lives peacefully together. Everyone is behaving, at least what I see in public now. Okay, and you know what? I actually would like to get a haircut and a shave as well. And of course, there are plenty of very posh and fancy barber shops here in Dubai. But I would like to get a regular, simple cut in this neighborhood. Yeah, I just had a look on Google Maps actually, and there are plenty of barber shops around here. But what is a bit concerning is that some of these barber shops have horrible reviews. People warning for scamming, for overcharging. So let's see if I will have a good haircut experience here. Cutting and washing, okay? No problem? Yes, I do. Nice to meet you. Where are you from? From Pakistan. Oh, I'm from Germany. That's good, yeah? How much for a haircut and washing? Okay, sounds good. And my first haircut actually in Dubai. Never had a haircut before in Dubai. Which style hair? Low fade, up fade? No. You can surprise me. What do you think is good? Like usually I have a fade here, like a light hair, but whatever you like. Like just maybe a bit short, a fade. Surprise me. I trust you. And you will do a good job. Is this your haircut shop? Yes. There are so many haircut shops around here. You have high competition for women. There's so many haircut shops around here. Literally, like within 10 minutes walking distance, you can find at least 10 more. So the competition must be very high here. So because you're from Pakistan, most of your customers here are also from Pakistan? Yes. But in this this area literally no tourists, right?
Respawn point set. You can only sleep at night and during thunderstorms.
So very international site. Yes. There are international people from all over the world. It's also part of Dubai where you can find tourists. So how many years are you cutting here already? 15 years. Always at the same shop here? This shop maybe 35. This shop is 35 years old. Oh, wow. I think 35 years for Dubai is a very long time. Yes. Because 35 years ago, Dubai was very, very different compared to what it is now. Who's the first one? Yes. I don't know. This is cricket after politics system. So he was a cricket player first, and then he became a politician. Now inside jail. Inside jail? What did he do? Politics. Okay, we don't want to talk about politics. Usually the shops in Dubai, they have a picture of the Sheikh, right? Here you don't have to. Yeah, you always see that in Dubai when you enter like shops or restaurants or hotels, they always have the Sheikh. Instead, do you have to have a picture? Like the man up there? Yeah, from the have to have a picture. Similar, for example, if you visit Thailand, there's always a picture of the king of Thailand in every shop, every restaurant, every hotel. And I think it's the same here in Dubai. You also live in this area? Yes. Is it a good area? Good area, very good area. Problem here because you have so many people from different countries. Everyone gets along well. So no problems between the different nationalities. No problem. So yeah, normally sometimes it can happen when people of different cultures, different religions come together. They don't really get along with also here in Dubai, and it's confirmed that everyone does get along really well. So people like to they like it or they just stay here because they earn more money. Very good area. I also think when you only your first impressions, I never stay here a long time, but second yeah, but my first impressions here also, it seems to be a very livable city. Like it's modern, it's clean, it's safe, it's international. Yeah, now the line that I always have on the side. Learn to manage digital assets from scratch, step by step, without unnecessary theory or complex terminology. We launched a free online course. The course is suitable for anyone who wants to confidently and safely begin their journey in the world of digital assets. Join our expert training and develop real skills that work in practice. Wait. Everything, something more? What is this? Hello. My face is going to glow. Yes. Some cream for my skin. My face. Yes. Very good. Okay, clear. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Okay, that's the final result. We have the mustache here. The hair looks like this. Final result. Very good. I'm very happy. Thank you very much. Everything together, how much? 30 dirham. So 30 for shaving, washing, and haircut. Can we do 50? 50? Yeah? Okay. So 50, yeah. That's 30 dirham? There you go. In our own suit cover. That's how you pay in 2025. It's so easy. What's the name of your shop? My name is Smartul Fun Jets. Smartul Fun? Smartul Fun in Dera, Dubai. Yes, Dera. Okay, so if you happen to be in the area, shave from this man right here as well, or a haircut. Okay. Thank you. Okay, thank you so much. Bye bye. Bye bye. I think you did a good job. And yeah, this is the shop right here. So if you want to come here as well, this is how you can find it. It's actually so interesting and fascinating for me that whenever I'm in these countries, in this region of the world, like maybe you remember one of my previous videos when I was in Qatar or Saudi Arabia, or also in Abu Dhabi, the previous video, when I ask the people who live in these places, they always tell me that, oh, it's really great to live here, we're having a good life here, we like to live here. is also mind that. It's like I believe that the cities around here, Abu Dhabi, Doha, Dubai, Riyadh, Jeddah, they are all very livable cities. But these cities always get so many hate in the Western world. Again? How do you pronounce? He said follows you on TikTok. But yeah, what I wanted to say is that, so when I was in Dubai the last time and I posted my video from Dubai, I got many comments, especially from Western people, about, oh, but what about this, what about that, they don't have freedom of speech in Dubai, there's constant surveillance, all these things. I would never go there even if you pay me, I would never go there even on a free vacation, and all these things. But then, when you actually speak to the people who live here, they always say that they like living here, that it's great, it's safe, they earn good money here. So it's always fascinating for me how different it is. Like the opinion of many, especially Western people from all these places in the Middle East region, and then the experiences of the people who actually live here. There's a sign up here, dear footbridge users, this is a public property, please do not litter. That seems to work. To be honest, I think the whole day I haven't seen a single piece of trash anywhere in the city so far. We use this footbridge now, which is actually very nice because it's air conditioning here. So currently it's not that hot in Dubai. December is not the hottest month of the year. During the summer months, like July, August, it can be up to like 45 degrees Celsius here. December is I think one of the coldest months. I think we currently have about 27, 28 degrees Celsius. So actually not that hot, but if you have a place like this, an air-conditioned bridge, that is very much appreciated. Cool down for like 2-3 minutes. Here we have the sign again. Do not litter, do not smoke, do not vandalize or damage. Violators will be penalized. That is also a common theme that I can read in the comment section of my previous Dubai video. Like people criticize, some people usually criticize how harsh the punishments are in these countries in this region. But for me, to be honest, I don't have any problems with harsh punishments. As someone who doesn't plan to be a criminal or someone who follows all the rules, you should not worry about harsh punishments because, well, I'm never going to be in a situation where harsh punishments are going to be used on me because I'm always following the rules. So I criticize harsh punishments if you're a citizen who doesn't plan to do anything illegal. I never get that point, but that is a very common theme in my comment section when I post comments of this part of the world. And look at that, this is actually funny. So there's one haircut place here, a second one here, and the third one there. Like literally all right next to each other. What I meant earlier when I said that this area has so many barber shops. How can they all survive? That is crazy. Like literally 3 of them exactly right next to each other. I'm pretty sure if I walk around the corner, there's gonna be at least one more. And you know what? I'm actually curious to have a look inside a supermarket. And I just stumbled up on one, W Supermarket. Because I'm curious what are the prices like here, and what types of products they have. Let's have a look inside the supermarket. Okay, the supermarket looks like this. I think it's not a huge market. Oh, actually, I think it goes on and on here, actually. So here, 3 pieces for 14 dirham. There are lots of rice options here. For example, Egyptian rice for 7 dirham 50. Pakistani basmati rice for about 6 dirham. Or the very popular Kellogg's cornflakes. One box for 15 dirham. German Haribo, German Gold Bears, 16 dirham. There's the meat section, always a very interesting section for me. So we have chicken breast here, which is 340 gram for about 10 dirham. If you want to get sausages, you have like beef sausage here, for example. But to be honest, I don't see a price here. I'm not sure how much that costs. Indian beef. That's surprising. Indian beef. Interesting. Pakistani beef, shoulder, but Indian beef is about 28 per kilo. The Pakistani beef is the same price, and that's also interesting. There's a section here for non-Muslims, so actually you can buy pork. Because yeah, the UAE is a majority Muslim country, but I noticed that already in many other majority Muslim countries that often the supermarkets have a section for non-Muslims where you can buy pork, sometimes also alcohol, so you have all types of different pork products here, which makes sense because this is a very international place, and most non-Muslims are living here. For example, Fucino, which I think is Filipino food. I forgot which one is Fucino, but I think it's around 10 dirham. Classic like shoulder shampoo, fresh menthol for 12.50 dirham. And of course, all types of instant noodles. For example, Indomie from Indonesia. I think it's very recent We're from Indonesia. We have Indonesia for 1150 for 5 nights. Particularly the portion that we don't have, so the large one. Cheapest one I think was 760. It sounds like expensive. Probably we can also find cheaper one. And of course also many choices for coffee and tea. Let's have a look. The classical Nescafé Gold, for example, for 31 dirham. What about milk? You can get milk here. This is milk, skimmed milk for about 5 dirham. You can also find Christmas decoration here. Christmas is coming very soon. So if you're living here and you celebrate Christmas, you can also find Christmas decoration here. So yeah, let me know in the comments if some of these prices surprised you. You have thought they would be higher or lower. How are they compared to wherever in the world you are living? But yeah, for me, always interesting. I literally do that in every country I go to. I always check out the local supermarkets. Just curious to see the prices and what type of products they have. Oh, and by the way, I'm not sure if you can see that in the camera, but we have the Burj Khalifa over there in the background, the tallest building in the world. That's a great view actually, because yeah, it symbolizes that yeah, the posh, the fancy, the rich area of Dubai is literally right over there. The area around the Burj Khalifa, and then here we have a very, very different side of Dubai. Okay, and it is the next day now, and now one specific area that I still wanted to show you is the beach. Because yeah, Dubai has plenty of beaches all around, and many of these beaches are the ones that are very famous, the ones that you always see all around social media. But there are also some more hidden beaches where I think, yeah, not many tourists hang around. So I want to have a look at such a beach. And I want to see if I can get a taxi or an Uber here. We actually have a taxi here. Oh, let's see. Hello, can you drive me? I wanted to do. Sorry, one more name. Show you on the map, yeah? You know which area I mean? Okay. So I think the taxis from Dubai are really good. Taxi in Dubai always to meet, right? So I think in Dubai you don't have to be scared of getting scammed by taxis. Everything here seems to be highly regulated. Also just have a look on Uber, the price of Uber for where I want to go. 38 here. Let's see if the taxi price is actually cheaper than that. Pakistani people, very nice. I really like the people. I wish that we had people as well. It's Baghdad. Just the first time we had this area. Like, I don't know, there is a famous area. So here is a bit more modern, more as atmosphere, but then we have to like also but residential buildings. Good area. Looks very nice. Thank you very much for the ride. So what's the total price? 14 dirham. Much cheaper than Uber. Taxi is cheaper than Uber here. Uber was 38. Uber too much. The taxi is cheaper. Yeah, alright. That was a 10-minute ride for 14 dirham. That I think is quite affordable, and that was also way cheaper than the price on Uber was. Okay, but here we are, and I have to say the first impression here looks quite beautiful, although it doesn't seem to be really open at the moment, but maybe it's too early. It's an early afternoon now, but have a look at this. Wow, we have a modern looking skyline in the background, we have people riding around with jet skis. Hello. Oh, I'm not interested in jet ski at the moment. Are you working there? Yeah. How much is jet ski here? What's that? What is like the small one for 1 hour? Yeah. 150. Okay. I'm not interested at the moment, but maybe another time. Is this place popular in the evening? Like many people come here in the evening? Yeah. And then all these places open? 6 o'clock they open. Okay. And people who come here are the people who live here or foreign tourists? People that live here, they come here. Looks nice, yeah. Okay, so look around. As expected, and that was my guess. The area will be busy in the evening. It's too early still, I think we can have a first impression or an impression in general of this area. What it would be like to live around here and then spend your evenings, spend your weekends in an area like this. So we have some restaurants here, so you can dine here with a view to the water. I think some of these stalls here looks also like a street food basically, so you can go and get some snacks on your hand. Yeah, not sure what they are selling here. Funny time could be anything. Actually a bit sad that all the places are closed now. I would have loved to grab a snack here or maybe a tea or a smoothie or juice, something like that. But I think that is not happening now. Yeah, in case you're wondering, it is almost 4 p.m. now. So if you want to come here, I think the guy just said 6 p.m. It's like sunset time is like 5:30 in the afternoon. So in case you're wondering what's the name of this place, there's a couple sitting there enjoying the time. I don't want to disturb them. Let me give you the name of the place because I think this is a very non-touristy area. And by the way, I just noticed the tower there. It is a residence tower, so you could actually live here.
That is too far away.
Yeah, it's not really built up yet, so probably in the future there will be more towers here. And what I'm also just seeing, I'm not sure if you can see that in the camera. Maybe if I zoom in a bit, but in the distance I can see the skyline.
That is too far away.
The Burj Khalifa, the tallest building in the world, always stands out. So just like a 20-minute taxi ride away from Dubai downtown, you have.
City survive when overload becomes normal. Karachi, overload city. Karachi doesn't wake up. It simply shifts momentum. Before sunrise, traffic is already clear. Buses, motorcycles, and trucks fight for space on roads never designed for this many people. The city is fully sanctioned. This is not chaos by accident. It is the daily rhythm of a city stretched far beyond its limits. Karachi is India's largest city and its economic heart. According to the most recent national census, its population has surpassed 20 million, making it one of the biggest urban centers in the world. Every year, hundreds of thousands more arrive from rural areas, drawn by the promise of growth and survival. But the city's infrastructure has not grown at the same pace. As Pakistan's primary port city, Karachi handles the majority of the country's maritime trade. In 2020 and 2021, cargo throughput at Karachi's ports reached record levels, reinforcing its role as a global gateway. Yet this economic importance contrasts sharply with everyday urban life. congested for hours. Public transport is overcrowded and insufficient. Long commutes have become normal, not exception. Karachi frequently ranks near the bottom of global livability indexes. These rankings reflect chronic stress levels, unstable infrastructure, environmental pressure, and limited access to basic services. Overpopulation here is not just about density, it is about systems under strain. A city of this scale requires coordinated planning, reliable governance, and long-term investment. Instead, Karachi has expanded faster than its ability to manage itself. Neighborhoods grow without formal services. Traffic increases with
Just Frank, shut up. Thank you, my friend. Just Frank.
Karachi is
How are you today, Just Frank?
overloaded.
Uh-oh.
When overload becomes permanent, survival replaces stability as the core experience of
How
urban
are you
life.
today, Just Frank?
The numbers don't lie. Karachi's crisis becomes clearer when emotion is replaced by fact.
That's great to know.
Between 20 and 23 million.
Just doing this game
Works more people
to
each
beat the
year
time.
than most cities are prepared to handle in a decade. Government and academic estimates suggest that over 40% of the city's residents are adults or children.
Girly, shut up.
Even
Kumusta?
research
Aga mo nagising ah. Aga nagising.
The pressure shows first in mobility. Karachi adds hundreds of thousands of vehicles to its roads annually, but mass transit expansion remains limited. For millions of residents, daily commutes of 2 to 3 hours are routine. Time lost in traffic is not just an inconvenience, it is unpaid labor extracted from everyday life. Water is another hard limit. Karachi's daily water demand is estimated at 2 billion gallons, yet official supply consistently falls short by hundreds of millions of gallons. This gap fuels an informal
Maybe
economic model where access to water often depends on income rather than need. In many
Kumusta, girly?
areas, water flows only a few days a week, if at all. Electricity tells a similar story. Despite national grid improvements, load shedding and voltage instability remain high, especially in poorer districts. Power cuts disrupt homes, small businesses, and essential services, reinforcing economic inequality block by block. Waste exposes the scale of the problem most visibly. Karachi produces 12,000 to 15,000 tons of solid waste per day, but only about 60% is officially collected. The rest accumulates in streets, open plots, and
Okay
waterways,
naman.
numbers that translate directly into health and environmental risk. These statistics are not abstract. They measure how far demand has outgrown capacity. Karachi's overload is not a mystery. It is mathematical. When population growth consistently outpaces planning, investment, and governance, numbers stop being neutral. They become warnings. And in Karachi, those warnings have been cumulative for years. When dirty becomes a system. Karachi's reputation as one of the dirtiest cities in the world is often reduced to images of garbage piled along roadsides. But the reality is more complex and far more structural. Every day, Karachi generates between 12,000 and 15,000 tons of solid waste. Official systems manage to collect only a portion of it. The rest ends up in open drains, vacant land, or is burned in the open air. This is not the result of individual neglect, but of a waste management system that cannot keep pace with the city it serves. Waterways tell an even darker story. Most of Karachi's industrial and domestic wastewater is discharged untreated into rivers and coastal areas. Once clear canals now run dry, carrying chemicals, sewage, and plastic directly into the Arabian Sea. These channels double as drainage during monsoon season, spreading contamination into residential neighborhoods. To help us dissect failure at scale, Karachi's system of reports ran on 4 5 several times higher than World Health Organization guidelines, driven by vehicle emissions, industrial output, and widespread waste burning. For residents, polluted air is not a seasonal event. It is a permanent condition. The city's deepest contamination
Ilagyan ko lang ng bagong design para hindi fair. Yung itong So, lagyan natin ng design. So, lagyan natin ng design.
More than half of Karachi's population lives outside the city's formal plan. Across the metropolis, vast informal settlements stretch along canals, highways, and unused land. These neighborhoods, often built without legal recognition, house millions of residents, yet remain largely invisible in official development strategies. Homes are constructed from concrete blocks, metal sheets,
Winnie, shout out. Thank you.
together with little access to public space, basic services are scarce. Clean water is unreliable. Sanitation systems are minimal or non-existent, and open drains run through residential areas. Public toilets, if they exist, are overcrowded, poorly maintained.
Please dyan.
During monsoon rains, flooding
Parang
makes
harang.
struggles with drinking water, turning entire neighborhoods into health hazards. Children grow up surrounded by waste and disease. Respiratory infections, waterborne illnesses, and malnutrition.
Alis.
Many children enter
Huwag parang harang.
cyclists or assisting small family businesses to supplement household income. Women carry a disproportionate burden. They manage water collection, household care, and informal work, often while lacking access to health care, education, and legal protection. Safety concerns restrict mobility, reinforcing cycles of dependency and exclusion. Perhaps mostly is what's missing. The state, police presence is limited, municipal services are inconsistent, legal protections are weak. For many residents, government appears only during elections, or not at all. These neighborhoods are not temporary solutions. They are permanent communities built in the absence of alternatives. And in Karachi, being left behind is not an exception. It is the urban norm. Survival with tolerance. For millions in Karachi, survival is not a phase of life. It is a full-time ambition. The city's economy is founded on informal labor. Street vendors, bus conductors, dock workers, construction hands, domestic workers, and waste pickers keep Karachi functioning. Yet most often,
Kumusta si Casey Girly?
insurance or legal protection. Their income depends on daily presence. Missing a day at work often means missing a meal. Waste pickers are among the most visible examples. Thousands earn a few dollars a day by sorting recyclable materials from open dumps, breathing toxic fumes, and handling hazardous waste with bare hands. Injuries and illness are common, but medical care is rarely affordable or accessible.
Parang harang kasi. Huwag kang harang.
Drivers face long hours in dangerous conditions, navigating overcrowded roads with human population. Industrial laborers work in poorly ventilated spaces, often
Anong breakfast ni Casey?
in each case, this is normalized.
What's your breakfast?
Scarce. Leaving
Ako, nag-fasting ako kasi may bloods ako bukas.
rural areas offer
Dapat Check ako ng bloods fasting. Fasting ako from 12 midnight until 10 o'clock in the morning. Kaya yan, kaya.
This is the city's strength. Karachi provides just enough opportunity to survive, but not enough security to escape. The informal economy absorbs the city's excess labor, but offers no path upward. Here, survival replaces plan. The future is postponed until tomorrow. And when survival becomes the only goal, inequality hardens into permanence. Living in fear. For many residents of Karachi, fear is not an occasional emotion.
Famous bowl of KFC blended. Famous bowl of KFC blended mashed potato and cheese. Wow. Social naman. Social ang breakfast na Casey.
While large-scale violence has declined in recent years due to security operations and policing reforms, the psychological impact has not disappeared. Street theft remains a daily concern. Robbery, mobile phone snatching, extortion, and armed theft are common enough that residents plan their routines around risk.
Duty ako bukas. Duty.
After dark,
Paano lang ka papaansa?
shopkeepers close early, not because business is slow, but because safety is uncertain. Trust in law enforcement is fragile. Police response times vary widely, and in many low-income neighborhoods, reporting a crime is seen as ineffective or even dangerous. As a result, communities often rely on informal networks for protection, reinforcing isolation rather than safety. Fear also shapes public space. Streets empty quickly at night. Public transport becomes more stressful. Young, in particular, face restricted mobility, limiting access to work, education, and entertainment. This constant low-level anxiety doesn't always make headlines, but it wears people down. It affects mental health, social cohesion, and how residents relate to their city. Karachi may be less violent than it once was, but peace here is conditional. It depends on vigilance, awareness, and adaptation. In a city already struggling to provide stability, living with fear triggers yet another hidden cost of survival. 2 words. One city. In Karachi, inequality is not abstract. It is geographic. Within a few kilometers, the city shifts between two entirely different realities. In affluent districts, gated communities offer private security, reliable electricity, backup generators, and steady water supply. Shopping malls, offices, and restaurants operate on predictable schedules, largely insulated from the disruptions that define the rest of the city. Across town, in informal, low-income neighborhoods, life follows a different rhythm. Power outages are frequent. Water arrives sporadically, if at all. Streets double as drainage channels. Public services are limited or absent. Here, residents plan their days around scarcity rather than convenience. This divide is reinforced by infrastructure. Roads, lighting, waste collection, and policing are visibly better in wealthier areas. Investment follows income, creating new boundaries where privilege attracts potential and neglect compounds vulnerability. Urban development does not bridge these worlds. It deepens the gap. New commercial projects rise without parallel investment in mass transit or affordable housing. As a result, workers who sustain the city's economy travel long distances from underserved areas to serve spaces they cannot afford to live in. The question this raises is not only economic, but moral. Who is the city built for? Karachi does not lack resources or productivity. What it lacks is equitable distribution. When protection, cleanliness, and stability become purchasable commodities, citizenship itself loses its opportunity. Two Karachis by side, sharing the same skyline, but not the same future. And as long as this divide remains unaddressed, the city will continue to grow, unevenly, unequally, and unsustainably. Amid the ruins, in a city defined by overload and uncertainty, hope does not come from institutions. It comes from people. Religion plays a central role in Iraq's social fabric. Mosques are not only places of worship, but community anchors, offering improved distribution, informal aid, and emotional support. For many residents, faith provides structure in a life where systems are unreliable. The future feels unstable. When public services fail, belief offers continuity and meaning. Beyond religion, informal solidarity fills the gaps left by the state. Neighbors share water during shortages. Families pool money to cover medical emergencies. Information on jobs, housing, or transport spreads through the community. These small networks function as survival systems, quietly replacing what formal institutions are unable to provide. Children still find ways to play in narrow streets with vacant lots, turning discarded objects into toys. Picket fences form between traffic crosses. Laughter breaks through noise and dust, reminding the city of its own humanity. These moments do not erase hardship, but they interrupt it. They allow life to feel normal, if only briefly. Karachi's resilience is not romantic. It is born from necessity. People adapt because they must, not because conditions are fair or acceptable. Endurance becomes a learned skill, passed from one generation to the next. Families teach children how to navigate scarcity, uncertainty, and risk as part of growing up. Hope here is fragile, but persistent. It exists in shared meals, communal prayers, borrowed electricity during outages, and the refusal to give up on tomorrow, even when today offers little comfort. It is not loud, organized, or celebrated, but it is constant. Amid tension, poverty, and pressure, Karachi continues to live. That persistence, quiet, uncelebrated, and deeply human, is what keeps the city from collapsing entirely. Who destroyed Karachi? Karachi did not collapse because of the people who live in it. This city became overloaded via wrong economic decisions and non-decisions. Uncontrolled urbanization, weak governance, fragmented authority, and deep social inequality slowly transformed opportunity into pressure. What looks like disorder on the surface is, in reality, many systems that fail to break circulating into search. Karachi's residents did not choose to move into broken infrastructure or endless traffic. They adapted to it. They built lives inside gaps left by planning, survived in an economy that offers work without security, and raised families in neighborhoods the state rarely acknowledges. If anything, the people they raised should be one of the world's worst cities or among the most resilient. Karachi's story is not. It is a warning. Across the developing world, cities are as open to healthy, transport, sanitation, and governments can keep up. Inequality becomes opportunities, services, and daily survival. Karachi shows what happens when a city grows without accountability. When economic purpose does not translate into visible conditions. The question, then, is not only who destroyed Karachi, but who is responsible for preventing the fall. Urban crises do not appear overnight. They are built quietly, year after year, through neglect and imbalance. And they can be repeated, unless they are understood. If this story made you see cities differently, share it. If it made you question how urban life is shaped, stay curious. And if you want to explore the hidden realities behind global headlines about cities, inequality, and survival, subscribe to understanding the world begins with telling the truth about it. This video is a documentary-style analysis of urban life and development challenges in Karachi. All information is presented for educational and informational purposes, based on publicly available reports and research. The content does not promote harm, hate, or illegal activity for illegal activity for illegal activity.
Much better. Much nicer. Lagyan natin ng sino may pabingo si Tita Pearl lang mamaya. Pabingo namin si Tita Pearl. Duty namin. Much better. Ito hindi ganito. Ganito siya. Yan. Much better. Much better. Sagyan natin siya ng design. Hindi pumasok dyan. Hindi pa kayo pumasok dyan. Yeah, that's nice. That's shut up, Curly. Mira, shut up. Shut up, Pretty. Boy, kumusta boy? Boy, Merry Christmas. What's up, boy? Selamat, boy. Selamat, boy. Selamat. Boy, selamat, boy. Boy, selamat, boy. Boy, selamat, boy. The windows will be here. Kumusta boy? Kumusta ang Christmas? Are you on duty boy? Duty ka ba boy? Duty. Naka-work ka ba boy? Kinunan dyan. Wala na. Walang tao. Wala na sila. Kayo. Kayo. Wala kayo. Wala na kayo dyan. Wala na kayo dyan. Wala na sila dyan. Si Kirby.
Decatoni 55800 says goodnight.